What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, I'm dealing with a unique story today that we typically wouldn't talk about on this channel. And it involves an African-American woman who was down on her luck in the States. She couldn't find a job and took the savings that she had and moved to Bali, Indonesia with her girlfriend. Now, for those people who don't know the significance of Bali, Indonesia, it is sort of like the tech hub for digital nomads. So if you're a person that is into SEO marketing, you're a person that has your YouTube content creator, social media content creator, you do sales on platforms and you're trying to make a startup business like that. Well, Bali is really good because a lot of the, digital nomad co-working spaces are there and you meet a lot of talented people across the world, right? I actually almost thought about moving my, situation to Indonesia or Thailand before I settled on, Uganda. So it's a really, really big thing. And this particular young lady decided to do that because she was struggling. She was broke. She wasn't doing that well in the States. And so she moved. And as it appears, her business is now being successful. Now, probably the biggest problem with this is that she, on her Twitter, was bragging about it, okay? She was bragging about, maybe it wasn't bragging, but maybe it was just telling others, that she's doing so good now. She was showing off the place in which she lives. And when she posted this, she was deported the very next day. Now, speculation could be because she is in an LGBT relationship, okay? And that is what she's going to accuse. I'll play that in a minute. But, they also accuse her of not paying taxes, all right? Now, what I want to do is, I'm going to play a small video clip, and it's going to be what a few people on here weigh in on her situation, because she's saying that, she's being deported because she's gay. And, and then also they're going to be responding to it. So then I'll come on and give my commentary afterwards.
Kepada Christian sama Sandra. So the first chance I give to Christian to give statement.
Hi everyone. First off, I am not guilty. I have not overstayed my visa. I have not made money in Indonesian rupiah. In Indonesia, I put out a statement about LGBT, and I'm being deported because of LGBT.
Okay.
What is your proposal?
Okay, itu cukup. Baik, cukup ya, itu ya, udah dikasih statement tadi ya. Udah.
Alright, let's just talk about this bitch. I'm sorry, pardon my language, but I don't think she deserves any more respect from us after what she did to our country. Bitch, it was never really about your skin color. Never. We don't care whether you are blue, gray, red, purple. We don't give a shit. It's about you. It's about what you did. You disrespect us. You disrespect Bali. You disrespect Indonesia. And you are inviting people to do the same. Oh my God. How could you do that? I'm sorry if in your country you were mistreated just because of your skin color. But here in Indonesia, no. We treat people equally as long as you respect us. If you do not respect us, we are not going to hesitate to kick your ass. Here in Bali, we are very welcome to everyone who wants to visit us. Okay? But you have to know your boundaries. You are a guest. So act like one. This is not your home. Alright? And also I'm going to tell this for once and all. For those who wants to come to Bali, make sure you are not broke. Okay? I'm gonna tell you one more time. Make sure you are not broke. If you are broke, do not travel. Save your broke ass at home.
Correction, there's 2 women and the other one said that they don't pay Indonesian taxes because they make US dollars instead of Indonesian rupiahs. She's getting US income and paying for Bali's living costs, which is kinda okay if you're doing it by yourself. What could happen if people do what she's promoting is that there's gonna be a bunch of foreigners with hella money living in Bali. Prices will go up to adjust to their income. Locals can compete with that. Foreigners will live like rich kings and queens, and locals will be their servant. Doesn't that sound familiar? Part 2 is where it gets messy.
Hi guys, I hope you guys know about the Twitter thread that's going around. You know about the girl that's been here for a year when her visa only lasts for 6 months? Someone who's literally committing tax fraud. Literally trying to colonize us. I don't know about you, but I'm getting really sick and tired about Americans' bullshit. Does it not sink in their brain that they're gonna be the only ones in an advantage? Hear me out. If they decide to colonize us 2.0 here, and that means they make more income because they're doing this illegally, and by doing this it makes their outcome cheaper, that means Bali has to adjust with the more dominant income, which means the foreigners will get more of an advantage because they make more money than the actual people in Bali. It's bad for the economy! Terrible! Are you kidding? As if... Is it not enough for you? You guys ruined so many shit. Is it not enough? We're white too, apparently. Just without the privilege, so it doesn't make it any better.
Okay, so you heard what they had to say, okay? One of the guys that basically kind of commented against her, the Indonesian man, he seemed like he was, I don't want to, be politically incorrect, but he seems like he was maybe, possibly could have been LGBT himself, okay? So obviously, if he's living there, and he could not be there, but let's say if he's living there, then it's hard to say that Indonesia has a problem with, LGBT people living there. What they probably do have a problem with is you discussing that you're from America and you live in that lifestyle and you're paying that kind of money a month, and you're probably inviting people of that same lifestyle, okay? And I think that they may not have a problem with them being like that, but I think that they may have a problem with other groups coming in that might be like that, all right? And I'm talking about, LGBT. Now, looking at Indonesia, when you look at the religion and things like that, I'm not sure if, you have a lot of Muslims are there. You do have, some Muslims there. But here's the situation. It seems that these people have a hard time with Americans, right? And Americans coming in, making dollars, all right? And then trying to drive up the price for people that can't afford to live there. Okay, that's kind of what I was getting from this whole situation. And if that is sort of true, then that would be the government's responsibility to, make those people accountable. And the thing about it is that she is paying in dollars, but she's not paying taxes, okay? And so that's the argument there. But also the other argument is, how are you in Indonesia, just trying to floss in front of people who are not going to be okay with possibly how your lifestyle is as a foreigner, okay? Now, you are black there. You are, obviously, your sexuality is our alternative lifestyle. So what the people there are going to believe is that, and then you're possibly not paying taxes. So, of course, they're going to want to get rid of you, because they feel that you're trying to impose your will on them, like you're inviting other people there. And that has been, one of the things I hear about Americans, even in Uganda, you hear about it in certain places, that Americans are always trying to come in and change things. So what I would tell people is this: listen, if you're living really good, you're doing nice stuff, you don't need to be showing, what you have, especially if you're not paying taxes. If your visa is messed up, I know there's a lot of people in Uganda, for example, they're overstaying their visas. It's something that Americans do. All right, Americans get kicked out of Europe all the time. Americans get put in jail in Africa all the time for overstaying their damn visas. All right, it's something that happens. Get your visas right, get your paperwork right. Okay? And a lot of times, a lot of Americans go places and they do things in the wrong way. But also you have to be mindful of that your lifestyle, whatever it is, you know, even me, I have to be cognizant of how I dress, how I talk, because it could be how I do things might be offensive to some people. And I think somewhere down the line, her bragging about what she was doing, it offended some people. I don't know if it had to do with sexuality. I don't know if it had to do with race, but I do know it had to do with the fact that you're bragging about spending a lot of money a month and you're not paying people. The other things, I don't know, but if you're not paying people, for sure they're gonna get you out. So I just wanted to, you know, give a forewarning to that, you know, that if you move someplace, you know, make sure you're doing things the right way, because if you're telling people how much you're doing and you're not paying to the government, obviously there could be a problem. All right. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.